Get out of here.
Okay, we're ready to rock and roll.
Just make sure it's head to the shirt.
So why don't you go ahead and, after Ignacio's speech, ask him a question about his storyline? Great. All right. Ready to, oh, it's over there. Okay. That might be part of the, whenever you're ready, should we give you a round of applause now, or are you sending your speech?
Now that I have your attention, I'm not going to talk about tires. I'm actually going to talk about the first time I had sex. How it happened, how I met, and the greeting, how I went, and the after, how I felt afterwards. So it was Sunday night. It was Christmas break, and we had to go back to school the next day, so it was that Sunday, and we just had a whole vacation. We didn't really want to go back to school. I was online on the Yahoo chat room, you know, California room, because you want to meet some local people. And there was this person who said, I'm from San Jose. I'm well, what? I'm from San Jose too. So we started IMing each other. She said, well, I live in the east side, and I'm like, well, I live in the east side too. She said, well, I have friends like that come over. Well, we talked a little bit, but then all of a sudden she just said, I have friends that come over to my house and we just party all night. Tell me if you want to come. Tell me if you're going to stay the whole night or just a little bit. And I was like, oh, shoot. I should just stay the whole night. It's actually cool. You know, you don't really think something's going to happen on the internet. So I'm like, yeah, I'll stay the whole night. And then she sent me her address. So I was like, oh, dang, she's serious. So I was like, okay, she said, tell me, are you going to stay the whole night? Because I didn't give her a response. So I was like, okay, I'll stay the whole night. And so I looked up the address, and I live in King and Story. She lives by Tully and King, so it wasn't that far, so I took my bike to her house. While I was there, she was outside, and like she said she was, and she didn't look how I thought she was going to look, but she was there, so she was there. So I went inside, and I was really nervous. It was really awkward to be there. And in her room, like I didn't know what to say. I just met this girl like an hour ago. I'm already in her room, and it was very awkward. She's like, "So what do you plan on doing?" I had this condom, so I just pulled it out. I was like, well, "What about using this?" I don't know. I was really nervous. You know, I don't really know. It was really awkward to be there, and it was, I don't know, it was hard. But she's like, well, we'll see about that. And I didn't even know if we were going to do it or not. So she, all of a sudden, like, we didn't really talk. It was just like weird being there. And she's like, well, I sleep naked. I hope you don't mind. She started taking off her clothes. And I was like, oh, I sleep naked too. Already the situation, I kind of didn't want to be there. I kind of wanted to, like, but I was already there, and that situation, that deep into the whole thing, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, both naked in bed, it's already too deep, you know, it's already too much. She said, well, we can't have sex right now because my dad's home. She said, my dad goes to work at 4 a.m. and then we can have sex after that. And I'm thinking, 4 a.m., I'll go to school tomorrow, you know, especially at school, and I could have just said I'll come back later. Actually, she did say that because she slept through 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I was there, I was a virgin, you know. And so 4 a.m. came, and she was she said, all right, wait, what happened? Well, I tried to put on a condom, it didn't work, so we didn't have no condom. So she said, well, we don't have to have sex right now. We can come another time. And that's what I wanted to hear, but I was already there, and it was, you know, I still did it with no condom, and that's when, right after, like, I felt really bad. I felt, like, disappointed, because I really didn't want to do it, and I was a virgin. I just gave it to her like that. And after, you know, on my way home, riding my bike back home, I was really, like, disappointed. I felt dirty. I felt disgusted. Like, it was like, I didn't want to think about it, none of that. I felt, you know, really depressed. I was the whole day, like, I didn't go to school and say, hey, I got laid last night. I was really, like, low, like, that was nasty. Like, what did I do? like, what is it? So I realized there was something inside that was going on. Because what I learned about this was that sex is not just a physical or biological act. It's not just the anatomy thing. It's something inside. Sex has tremendous ability to bond, and I was kind of bonding with that person without even knowing who she was, and giving myself to her like that. Like that person who inhabits this body meets that person who inhabits that body, and you meet, and that's what I was doing. I realized that. So now I value sex more, and I believe chastity is for lovers.
Besides, what's her address? Are there questions? No.
Go ahead.
Do you remember her name?
I don't
You
remember
said
her
she,
name.
so I assume.
I don't remember her name. Go ahead.
Come on, then we'll have to move on. Do the question and answer session for an hour. Okay, go.
Never mind. So, would you have preferred to have like done it with somebody else?
Yeah, definitely.
You have a chance to?
Yeah.
Was it hard to come up with this topic? Or
Well, I say it to other people, so because I tell them to value sex, and then I use my experience, so I kind of know it. But,
One more question, then we'll move on. Go ahead.
Did you ever see her or eye her again after that?
no, after I deleted everything from the internet, I didn't want to